Hello Harrisburg 4th graders. Right now it's the end of November, almost Thanksgiving Day, and you've probably been wondering what we've been doing the last few days here since we got done combining. We finished combining corn on I think the 4th of November, and since then we've moved our cows up to another cornfield, and then we brought them already home. Because we're getting close to right now to calving time. We're going to start calving the 23rd of January. So we want to start getting them some decent feed into them. And some other things we've been doing since then, you know, it's the colder weather, so we also have to prepare with the colder weather. We have to turn the electricity on for the heaters that are in the stock fountains to keep them unfrozen. And you don't want to have the frozen pipes going up to those, or your stock fountain frozen. And also we have to change the fuel in our tractors and stuff. You have to put a fuel additive with them, or else change to the #1 diesel fuel in there. Because a diesel, if you run the #2 diesel in there, they'll start to gel. It'll gel your filters and your fuel lines up. When I mean gel, it'll freeze up in there. The water and the fuel will freeze, and your tractor will be done. All the power when it's just shut off, so you have to bring it back to the shed and heat it up and get it thawed out before you can use it again. And you really don't want to do that because it's not very much fun. So that's what we've been doing here the last few weeks. We got everything put away in the sheds, put away for the winter right now. So we're just gearing up for calving time here now, and just kind of. And another thing I was going to mention was we also were preparing for next year's corn and bean crops. I got my soil sampled, you know, for fertilizer tests, so we know how much fertilizer to apply next spring. And I'll go over that with you probably next spring. And also we have to get our seed, our soybean and corn seed orders in now, because they want you to get the early orders in so they know how much seed and beans they need to produce. So that's what we've been doing here the last couple weeks here. And today now we're just going to go down and we'll show you what we're going to feed them here, how we got the silage and the corn silage and the hay and all that. And we'll go out and feed the cows here now. So we'll go down and do that. This is our corn silage here. It's all in the pile here. We chopped this back in the middle of September. It was pretty green then. Yeah, you want to have it about, the moisture level in there has to be just about right. When we chopped this, I think it's about 65% moisture, 65 to 67% moisture. That's kind of ideal where you want it at. So, but this is what it looks like right here. You can see the corn in there, and chopped up corn stalks. So this is kind of pretty much what you go off of. I have a nutritionist he comes out and samples everything. He sampled everything except this corn silage here, because I just opened this pile here on Sunday, a couple days ago. But he has sampled everything else, all my hay and all that. So I tell him, okay, this is what I got for ingredients. Let's make a batch up, or make a ration up. So he's got all my stuff. He can make a ration up for me, and just what I have to use. So, but he'll get back and test this. And right now he's just kind of going off of kind of an average sample, what an average sample would be right now. So, but he'll probably be back out next week, and we'll get a good sample on it. We get back in the pile a little bit, so we get a good sample on it. So, ground alfalfa hay here, just to show you what it looks like here. I'll go show you what it looks like in a round bale, but this is what it looks like ground up, real fine. You can see kind of leaves right in here. They're real fine, and then the stems in here. And right here, I'll just show you, I won't get into it, but this is just grass hay here, and then we have our corn stalks back here. The corn stalks, they're baled right after we're done combining. They're baled up, so they're all dry. And basically what corn stalks are for is just to fill the cow up. This alfalfa hay and the silage and stuff, that's where all your good energy and protein is at. But that's why we use those, and I'll go show you what it looks like before we grind it here in a hay bale. So, and this is what our alfalfa looks like before we grind it in a round bale like this. You can see the leaves on there pretty well here, and the stems. We bale these up. We usually get about 3 or 4 cuttings of alfalfa off a year. Usually put them up about the end of May, first part of June would be the first cutting, and then I usually try and go about every 28-30 days after that. So we'll go mix up a batch here, and we'll feed these cows here right now. So